When Nico Hulkenberg said he'd saved me a seat to join him on Renault's day at the stunning Sakakomi retreat in Quebec, I could hardly wait. And then my ride turned up.
So everyone have a seatbelt?
Yep.
Good? Headset is good, yeah?
Seatbelt good. Oh! Oh, me!
Fuel gauge is a bit... We have enough there?
3 tons. Laugh, mate!
Well, Nico, thanks for bringing us here to the Hotel Sakakomi.
You brought me here, basically.
Well, yes, but I think you probably enjoyed the journey more than I did. Not fun. Not my favourite way to get.
I saw. I could tell.
Anyway, it appears to be a really positive start to the season for you and for Renault.
Yeah, I think it's been okay. Obviously, a few missed opportunities here and there. Baku. Hit the wall.
Sure. Okay.
And then Spain. I think, we had a decent start. We're probably from the midfielders the most consistent team. That's why we're fourth in the championship now, and I feel that's where we deserve to be as well. We had hoped to be a bit closer to the front. The gap is still pretty large, but we're progressing at a good rate, and if we keep this coming, I think we're on a good road.
Coming from a team that's well known as being a small team to a factory operation, how different was it when you actually moved there?
Of course, it's different in the sense and in the way that I represent, a global brand now, a car brand, that is present pretty much everywhere in the world. There's more tension, but you just feel, you're part of a much bigger thing, a much bigger operation, which is good. I've always wanted to be with the manufacturer in Formula One, so I'm happy. Also more expectation from the top,
yeah.
But it's good. We're in a performance environment after all, obviously, and Renault and myself, we both want to be back, or get to the front and to the top.
How long is the project? How many years do you see it being, you two together?
Nobody comes into Formula One nowadays and just wins straight away. It's too complicated, and the other teams are doing a too good a job, And if you see Ferrari, even Red Bull, Mercedes, all of them had taken them years, to be where they are at now, because it's all in the detail, and to be, perfect in all the details, it just takes time. And I feel, we're probably halfway through, our schedule, our scheme of, reaching our aims, our goals, and I think this year it's again more about consolidating, trying to get that fourth place. It's going to be an intense battle with McLaren, Force India, and Haas, I'm sure, but. I think we're ready for it, and we're looking forward to it as well.
And how about you? I mean, how do you think you're driving this year?
Yeah, I'm driving pretty good, I would say. I'm generally and mainly happy. Of course, Baku, I've granted myself a mistake, but if you drive 120% all the time, sometimes a little mistake happens, and it was a bit unfortunate as well in that situation with some big tailwind into that corner, but. At the end it was a driver error, but apart from that, if I look across the season, Fridays, Saturdays, and race days, I have to say I'm satisfied with what I've done.
Some would say you're probably driving better than ever. Would you argue with that? Would you agree with that?
Already back end of last year, I felt I was getting into a good groove. I'm very happy with where I'm at with my career with Renault. So I don't know. I felt like since. Middle of last year it all came together, I'm in a happy place, in a good environment, and all that helps obviously, to get the best out of you. So probably you could say that it's the best driving of my career at the moment, yeah.
Are you annoyed that you're now the driver with the most races that's never got a podium?
Yes and no. I mean, on one side, of course, it's too many races without that bloody podium. But I know the reasons behind it and why it didn't happen. So, of course, in a way, it's not something that I'm proud of or that I want. Yeah. But on the other hand, it doesn't bother me because I think I'm still here for a reason. I think people understand what I can do, and from that side of view, it's not too much of a problem for me.
Why has it not happened?
It hasn't happened because there was always something went wrong. either there was a strategy mess up, there was a driver error. There was always something. Monaco would be. That was actually one of the races. What was it, 2015 or 16, where it could have been on the podium, but we messed up the strategy and Checo picked it up at the end. That was a bitter one. But yeah, it happens. I mean, I've been doing this job now and driving for a long time, and I love what I do. But I want to be in one of those top cars one day, and lap the other cars in the midfield and just go by and say, yeah, I know that, mate. I've had that for years. I just, want the car to be at the front, to compete for victories, compete with the best guys out there, and also prove that, I'm able to win and get the job done.
Why don't you think the top teams take a chance on guys like you?
Too tall, too good looking, too heavy. I don't know, you ask them.
What would be a good year for you? Where do you want to be come season's end?
I really want us to finish, fourth in the Constructors' Championship. I think, that would be the right step, the right development from last year. And I would love, I want to beat the other midfield team, basically. That's a big motivation. And I think for me personally, I'd like to score more than 100 points on the driver's standing side. I think if we achieve that, then it's been a very good year.